Shadim Shari, at least for now, pre-market look like there is a slight bounce, but it's 5:45 in the morning. I rarely put that much stake in the pre-market, especially this early when there is not anything going on. I never understand it. I never understand the people that's trade futures and make all kind of crazy bets. Let's see the economic data this week. I believe Wednesday is the CPI, but let's see what's today. Today's Monday. You have wholesales inventory, 3 months T-bill auctions, 6 months T-bill auctions, consumer credit change. That's gonna be interesting as far as a data point. Used car, total vehicle sales, those things. I definitely will pay attention to those, but I think the 3 months and the 6 months T-bill auction at 11:30 is gonna have some impact on the market because uh, the Fed decision is literally 9 days away as far as cut rate, right? And that I think right now it's pretty certain that the Fed is going to cut by 25, and I think the Fed will cut by 25. I predicted if the econ data was much worse last week that we get 50 bips, but it was not much worse. It was worse, depending on how you look at it. And the way the market will behave is if the Fed cut 50 instead of 25, that means that they are seeing something beneath the hood that scared them. They're panicking. Okay, and I think the market will react. The equity market will react extremely, extremely poorly if Powell came out next week and said we cut by 50 bips. No matter what narrative you want to spin, I think the market will have a worse freak out than we had last month. Okay, so keep that in mind. If things were if the econ data was bad last week and the market went down as badly as it did last week, maybe even a little bit worse, and they factor in the 50 bips cut, that's different. But if this is how the market behave when 25 bip is more likely, then a 50 bip cut is gonna freak the market out because then the market say, wait a minute, if the econ data is not so bad, why are you cutting by 50 bips? What's going on here? So that's my prediction. But as always, when you make a lot of prediction, you get some of them right eventually, right? Yes, my cough is still here. Annoying ASF, but it is what it is. All right, so that's today's econ data. Tomorrow you have Redbook's 3-year note auction, and FIB Business Optimism Index. That's kind of like a meh. Yeah, and then Wednesday is the mortgage CPI. Yeah, that's a big one. Okay. Wednesday is a big one, and then Thursday we have PPI, jobless claim. The weekly Thursday, and then Friday. Is there anything going on Friday? Export, Michigan consumer sentiment, GDP. No, that's it, and that's it really. Yeah, it's Wednesday and Thursday. All right. I talk about NVIDIA and AMD here and there, but for the most part, I don't talk much about other chips. So let's focus a little bit on the chip sector today because there's a lot of bargain. The question is it safe? Is it safe? I'm sure some people will get that movie reference. Is it safe? I love that movie. God, that's It's definitely in my top 3 Dustin Hoffman movie. For those that know the movie reference, Is It Safe? It's a movie that if I ever see it on cable TV, I'm watching it. Okay, because it's a fantastic movie. Um, it might be in my top 2 Dustin Hoffman movie. I had to think about like what's the other movie. Of course, you know you can put Rain Man up there as well. But yeah, the Graduate, that's also fantastic. But it might be my number 1. Regardless, Is It Safe? Lamb Research came down, not random, not random at all. Okay, it's came down to the scene of the crime last month. What now? What next? Is it safe? I like it here, but if I was to play, I would do some kind of put spread below. Okay, it's just where. Let's see if we can find some kind of reference point, something, something. As always, you know, when I look at a chart, I try to find as many potential TA point if there exists one to see where it can go. Okay, this looks like a decent, not random kind of spot, right? I like that. Look, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. As always, 2 point, that's what you need to start a trend line, right? But once you get 3 to 4 touch point, it's golden, right? So, I like that. So, if you want to be extra safe because you don't believe it is safe yet, do a put spread. 660, 665. See, you see this reference point here? There is a let's go back 3 years. Let's go back 3 years. Okay. Yeah, you can see. Okay. Sure, the consolidated zone is more in the 630, 625, this long stretch right here. Okay, where it's like 626, 628. Yeah, that's the long stretch. Okay, so if you do a 2 year, if I go back 2 years, first of all, let's do 1 year chart, but then you can do a 2 year time frame. It's always fun to look at a chart I don't trade often and then see things. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, so you know, basically it's 620. Yeah, right there. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, because it does make sense. The zone. Okay, it's a fairly wide zone, but it is what it is. That's could be an area of strong support because it came up and hang out there for quite some time. You're talking about 4 or 5 months. Okay, it peaked over and it come back in it and it ramped up. So yeah, if you want to be extra safe, do 650, 620, some kind of spread like down here. Okay, but as far as buying share, I think if you're brave, this might be the start of a spot that you want to initiate a position. Especially last time it came down and bounced pretty hard. Okay, it came down pretty hard because you're talking. Let's see, it came down 720. Wow, 720 right on the dot. 720, right? And then it run all the way to 895. That's huge, huge. Okay, huge. So you might want to do it again if you're brave. Next up, AMAT. Same thing. Okay, same thing. And look, let's zoom in. Let's just do 1 year so I can see. 1 year. Look, see? If it filled the gaps, See, there's a gap fill right here, and it beautiful. Okay, it's TA works. So same thing here. Do you want to buy at 170-ish? 172, so 173. The gap fill was 170. The gap fill was 175. Okay, that was it. So it came down. It came down last time and bounced pretty hard. You're talking 175 all the way to 210. That's huge. Okay, it's huge. And it came right back down. And so now you can do it. And then if you don't, okay, I would say use this ref low right here would be your protection. So if you want to do like a put spread, I would say do 160, 150 down there. That might be the spot. Okay, because otherwise you can draw a trend line here, just like we did over at Lam Research. Do something like that. Okay, not bad, right? You come up, consolidate, check, check. Okay, so there you go, 165-ish. Yeah, not bad, not bad at all. Okay, so if you believe it's safe, that's the spot. Now here's the stock that I have not traded this in a long time. The chart is clean, clean. This stock is tied to the hip with Apple for a big part because that's just the way it is. Okay, but it's doing a lot better than Apple right now. Is it safe? I don't know. Is it safe? Let's see. The chart is so clean, so clean. Okay, so no doubt it broke that. Question is, can it get over? Okay, question is, can it get over there? So we'll see. That's look kind of dicey there, but no doubt, I think Lam Research and AMAT look a lot more interesting. As far as Skyworks, guess what? Guess the last time it came down, it filled the gaps. See, gap right here. TA works, not random. I repeat it as often as I need to, so that people that don't believe in TA can see it. Okay, so the last big crash came right down to the gap fill, 96-ish, and run to 110 plus. That's huge. Okay, that's huge. 14 point. That's like a 15%. Basically, like just bounce just like Lam Research and AMAT. Okay, Applied Material. It bounced. They all three show you a 15% plus bounce, or around 15%, and then came almost to the same spot. But so for Skyworks, if you want to nibble at Reflow, that might be a spot. All right, that might be a spot. Last for today is another one that I have not traded in a long time. I used to trade Broadcom when it was Broadcom before they merged with somebody. I can't remember, but they changed the ticker. It was something else. I can't remember what the ticker was for Broadcom. BRCD, something like that. I can't remember. It was not AVGO. Now it's AVGO. I don't know why. All right, first of all, when it crashed, ref low. See, ref low was right here. Sure, there's an overshoot because at the time, it was ref low and the 200 MA was pretty close. Okay, so not a surprise that it came down and kind of almost hit it, but yeah, it's TA works. Okay, if you bought it at ref low, surely you did well, because if you bought it at ref low, which is about 130, yeah, you could have ride it all the way from 130 to 170. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Okay, that's nice. That's real nice. Now it gapped down. If you want to put in an order to buy at the 200 MA. That might be. I mean, for right now it's bouncing. Okay, so but I don't think that this. I don't think last Friday is any kind of like that's the bottom of this down move. I believe the down move can resume during the week. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, who knows? I at this point we just had to go day by day with the econ data. Um, but I like it. I like the sector right now. They got beat up pretty badly last week, and right now there's a lot of stocks, Nvidia included. But I talked about Nvidia already, so I figure I can focus on the few that I rarely looked at. Good luck, people. Let's hope this week turn out to be a better week